What's up, team? Mikey Bell here with Outdoor Adventure Training. While it is still very much ski season, we're always looking ahead to the next adventure. Hiking, trekking, backpacking season is right around the corner, and today's workout, we're focusing on training for just that with our TRX for Trekkers workout. If you do happen to be a skier, particularly of the uphill variety, this is still an amazing workout routine to build full body strength and stability. We're gonna be working on glute, hamstrings, quads, a lot of core, upper back. Really, I would recommend this style of exercise and workout routine to really any outdoor adventure athlete. Whether you're preparing for a big long trek to high altitude in the Himalayas or just want to have an enjoyable weekend this summer at an alpine lake, building stability and endurance starts now. It is never too early to start preparing, and this routine is all about building balance and neuromuscular activation so you can actually enjoy the beautiful places you visit in months to come. We are going to be using the TRX suspension trainer for every single exercise in this routine, excluding the warm-up. If you don't have a TRX suspension trainer, I would highly encourage you to pick one up. They're an amazing versatile tool. They travel super well. They're compact. You can hang it up anywhere in your house or at a nearby park. Super fun and effective tool. And if you're not already sold on them, OAT clients get a 15% off coupon code, and they have a whole bunch of other products outside of just a suspension trainer. Really just another amazing tool to have in your kit. So grab your water bottle, hang up your TRX, and let's dive into the workout. So open the Outdoor Adventure Training app, click on the TRX for Trekkers routine. This is about a 33-minute workout. We're gonna start out with a 5-minute warm-up and then 2 different circuits, 3 rounds each. Should be a good full body burn by the end of this. So we'll dive into our dynamic warm-up routine as usual. And you are going to need some sort of a dowel or a band, or I'm just gonna go ahead and use a ski pole here or your trekking pole. Around the world, absolutely love this dynamic stretch for opening up the pectorals and the shoulders, getting the back activated. You can use anything you have accessible to you. Another perk of being in the OAT program, you get 20% off fulcrum poles. Amazing for skiing. They don't have a trekking pole yet. However, could be in the near future. Especially during periods of training where I'm carrying a heavy backpack a lot or when I'm guiding. Man, this is a daily necessity. We'll get into a standing cat and cow next. I love this one. I do it pretty much every day. So all I'm doing on the inhale, really trying to open up, and then on the exhale, trying to round. And this is all through the thoracic spine, meaning I'm not rounding through the lumbar spine. Most outdoor athletes I come across don't have a lot of mobility in the thoracic spine. Usually the result of carrying a heavy backpack, which I'm a big fan of, but quite frankly is not very ergonomic. Nice. Transitioning to the lower body now, we're doing some knee circles. Love this one, just getting a nice square base, working that circle with the knees. My hands are just here for a bit of a guidance and a place to put them. You could certainly have them on your hips too. We'll switch directions here. Just a great way to warm up the lower legs, quads, hamstrings, hips. Should be a fun workout today. It's definitely still January, and it is definitely snowing a lot, and I am definitely skiing a lot. So this will be a fun way to mix it up. Okay, hip cars. I'm gonna grab my trekking pole again just so I have some balance. I'm working controlled articular rotations. Really anything just moving that hip joint around, trying to stay square through the pelvis, chest, and core. And we're doing this both directions. So internal rotation, extension, external rotation, flexion, back to internal rotation. You can certainly do this without a pole. I just want to eliminate one extra variable here when I'm really just working on mobility. Switch to the other leg. If these are uncomfortable for you, no worries. They are for a lot of people, especially if you're not doing a lot of hip mobility. which all of our programs have, by the way. And we have a bunch of mobility videos on our YouTube channel, which are our worst performing videos. Even though they're the most important, still trying to figure out the best messaging to motivate people to stay mobile. Maybe I gotta get some friends of mine that are super tight in here. Get some testimonials going. Okay, leg swings. Love this. I do this before pretty much any adventure. Whoops, don't kick your TRX. It didn't do anything wrong. Getting sloppy, sorry team. I was doing multiple reps on one leg, but you could certainly alternate legs. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up. You know what? Really wanna focus on this mobility. Hold on to my TRX. This is just mounted into a stud in my ceiling. Great way to warm up hip joint, getting the hip flexors and hammies. Walking lunge and twist, here we go. Walking lunges, dropping down, twisting through the torso, alternating to the other side. Great way to warm up the entire body. All of these dynamic stretches, I would highly recommend doing before a day of trekking or at camp if you're backpacking before you move or hike out. These are things that might feel silly to do at a trailhead, but really will make a difference in your adventure. Last one here, we got 40 seconds of inchworm. If you've been following this channel, I do this pretty much every day. You can do a push-up if you want. Downward dog, keeping the knees straight or slightly bent. Movement on the toes, only going as far as you can, which might not be very far. Amazing way to stretch out posterior chain. Walk them in, walk them in, walk them out. Oh. Sometimes I'll just end with a brief little forward fold. Shake it out, stretch it out. Okay, short rest, 40 seconds. We're getting right into the workout. We're doing exercises with just a single handle to start. An upper body core exercise followed by a lower body exercise, which is also a core exercise. So to put the handles into one, you see the two triangles here. I'm feeding one handle through one triangle and then feeding the other handle back through that same triangle. And now when I pull on that, boom, it's one, it's girth hitched around itself. It's not going anywhere. I'm gonna shorten these up just to ensure I stay in the frame. We're starting with 60 seconds of a power pull. Okay, so all I'm doing, my feet are square, I'm reaching up towards the anchor, and I'm really rotating. Now in one motion, I'm gonna slowly release, let it hang all the way out. This hand is way back here by my foam roller, and then in one motion, I'm rowing, twisting up to center. Okay, so a lot of upper back, a lot of core, and I'm not rowing and then just touching my hand. That's not a power pull. I want one motion, power and pulling. Letting it hang. Again, a lot of twisting. You might feel this in the glutes and hamstrings a little bit. I love that. Let it hang. Row and twist. I keep my eyes on my hand, my free hand the entire time. Nice work. Short rest. We'll be switching to the other side here. Forgive me if I go off the frame. I work out in a small area, which hopefully should show that you can work out anywhere too and be successful in your training. Okay, again, I like starting with most exercises in my finishing position, letting it hang, opening it up, and then one motion, row and pull and twist. It's called power pull for a reason. There's some power involved. So definitely letting it out slow on the eccentric and then powering it up. That power is not just me doing that, right? I'm really trying to power through the upper back, row. Okay, that one had some good power to it. him up onto my toes. Keep going, team.
10 seconds left. Hang in there. You're done.
Nice work. Okay, we have, feeling that in the upper back, a TRX single leg lunge. This is arguably my all-time favorite TRX exercise. Okay, this one you might want to start with that pole, dowel, have a wall handy. I'm putting one foot through both loops just so it's nice and stable. Walking forward a little bit, so my right leg's in. I'm sinking back into a lunge, which is why we did that walking lunge in the warm-up. I like to finish that rep just by bringing the knee forward, sinking back. Okay, so notice this is pretty much standard lunge position, meaning I'm not just bending my knee really far forward. We're really going for posterior chain activation here. Sinking back, power through the whole foot, up to center, balance. You're probably gonna start to feel this, especially if you haven't been doing a lot of balance training, through the foot, ankle, calf, and shin, which are all super, super important when it comes to trekking, hiking, mountaineering.
10 seconds left. Hang in there.
Starting to feel that glute working, sinking back, chest up.
2, 1.
And we're switching legs right away. Only a 10-second rest. That rest is only there for you to switch sides. Chest up. Notice when I sink back, my shoulders are staying over my hips. Super common on this one. I see people going like this. I'm sorry, if you're doing this, you might as well go sit on the couch. I'm kidding. But point is, keeping the core engaged, sitting back, and you might need to readjust. Felt like my foot was maybe a little too far medial there. And sometimes that adjustment is just dropping that knee on the ground. There we go. Now I feel square. Keeping that knee externally rotated. Whew. Feeling all that vert from this week. I think I did 11 or 12,000 feet of elevation gain in the last few days, all by way of ski. The POW has been firing. If you're a trekker, hiker, not a skier, you should get into it. It's pretty fun. I got a bunch of workouts to help get you ready. Okay, 30-second rest. Forgive me, I'm gonna grab my water. We're doing that same sequence 2 more times. Starting with that power pull. I am only shortening up my straps so I stay in the frame. You don't need to do that if you're at home and you got plenty of room. I'll mix it up. Start with my left side this time. Again, really like starting in that finishing position. And even just right here, if you concentrically pull on that TRX, you should start to see your upper back. We're not hunching forward. Wait, did I say see your upper back? You're not gonna see it. Feel your upper back. Core, pull. It does matter how far apart your feet are as well. If your feet are really close together, it's gonna be harder with your core. If you need a little extra assistance, don't be afraid to widen out to shoulder width distance. Really finishing these reps, team. Full body exercise here. Super effective. Really getting that rotation in there. Couple more. Oh yeah, feeling that upper back working. Woo! Switching to the other arm now. Shake it out. This is not a cardio workout. Stability, strength focused. However, cardiovascular programming is arguably the most important part when it comes to training for trekking, which we do have embedded in our programs, particularly our custom programs. Starting Starting to feel this through the core.
You're half done.
Remember to really get that shoulder blade down and back, meaning you're not hunching up. The TRX is definitely never going slack, keeping that sucker tight. Maximum activation.
10 seconds left. Hang in there.
Let's get one more for good measure here.
Done in 3, 2,
Nice work. I'm gonna lengthen these straps once again. We're getting ready for the reverse lunge. If you wanna up the ante here, which I'm gonna because I just mentioned it, you can hold some resistance, which I'll do in the form of a power block dumbbell. Okay, I'm gonna go left leg in first this time with that dumbbell. All this is doing is just making this a little harder. I would only recommend adding resistance if you flew through that last set and it was a breeze and you've done this exercise before. If not, doing this body weight is more than enough for a vast majority of the population. Sinking back, chest is up. I find that the dumbbell helps me get greater activation and encourages me to maintain good posture. Driving through the whole foot.
10 seconds left. Hang in there.
Couple more.
You're done in 3, 2,
Nice work.
1.
Quick transition to the other side. Grab your weight, flat back if you're using it. If not, working those reps here, team. Find that sweet spot. Even just balancing here for some people might be more than enough to get what we're looking for with this exercise. Make sure you're reaching back, trying to get that 90-degree-ish angle. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just making sure I'm not pushing that knee forward with this exercise anyway. There are other ones where that might be the goal, but not today. Let's get 2 more here.
You're done in 3.
Woo! Nice work. Set that weight down. 30-second rest. Get another sip of water if you need it. I'm only drinking so much water because I'm talking so much. Which is a good reminder to shut my mouth.
Get ready. Next up.
TRX power pull.
Okay. Go ahead and make sure that this thing is locked. That could be an issue. Okay, here we go. Last round of power pulls. Starting in that finishing position, opening up. One motion. Get that power, team. Use your core, use your back, make it happen. Open up, let it hang. No cheating. I did forget to mention, if this gets too difficult, you can decrease the angle and simply just not go as far. However, I find with this one, there is kind of a sweet spot for effectiveness of getting this angle and pulling. Definitely some grip strength involved, which I'm a big fan of, whether you're a climber or not. It's a good thing to have as we age. Whew, nice work. Switching sides. And finishing, starting in the finishing position.
TRX power pull.
Again, and I'm only mentioning this because I just felt it. We're not doing this. We're not overarching through the lumbar spine. Engage the core. It's a core exercise. Keep your eyes on your free hand. Two more.
10 seconds left.
Nice work. Lengthen these straps again for the lunge. Last set of lunges here. I'll use some weight again. Why the heck not?
TRX single leg
I'll add a little bit more just for good measure. Start with the other leg this time. Right foot in the straps, on the laces.
TRX single leg lunge.
Here we go, chest up, sinking back. Adjust if necessary. Remember, shoulders go back over the hips. There are all kinds of variations of this exercise. Reason why we love the TRX, it is so versatile. Such a powerful tool. And they're very durable. I've had this one since, man, 2013. I won it in a competition at Renaissance Club Sport in Walnut Creek, California.
Hang in there.
I was a hungry, soon-to-be personal trainer, and I went all out. It was TRX atomic push-ups, which we'll show in the next circuit, and low rows. And somehow I won a TRX.
TRX single leg lunge.
And changed my life forever. I'm not kidding. Here we go. Chest up, switching legs. This leg I'm definitely struggling with a little bit more today. Probably just the cumulative fatigue of the lots of breaking trail in deep snow, elevation gain, and of course the fun part, skiing down. I've also still been rucking, weight training, trail running. It's a lot for the body, which is why I've also been eating really well, sleeping really well, cold plunging hard. That water's cold right now in January in Ashland.
Hang in there.
One more clean rep, team.
You're done in 3.
Whew, nice work. Okay, you can separate your handles. All the rest of these are two handled exercises. So we're doing a low row. This is another one that's gonna target the upper back, and you can keep your straps long. I'm gonna shorten them just so I stay in the frame again. Maybe even a little more.
TRX low row.
Okay, low row. We'll show you some variations of this each round, but I know we just did a rowing exercise, but this one we're really focusing on activating the upper back muscles in a slightly different way, okay? So I'm really keeping the shoulder blades down and back, letting it hang, rowing in, okay? Having a strong upper back is really key. If you want more resistance, step forward, feet closer to the anchor, let it hang. Letting it out slow. Notice I'm not sagging through my hips, I'm not rounding through my shoulders. Glutes are engaged, shoulders down and back. Focusing on control. Definitely some bicep activation, which goes a long way if you're trekking in a t-shirt. Showing off the guns. It's good to work those glamour muscles from time to time. Whew, nice work. Okay, we'll pull these out some. We got a glute bridge next. So I want these maybe about knee height, slightly below. And I'm gonna go a little higher actually. All you're gonna do, rock back, I'm putting my heels in the straps. Forgive me, these are a little short.
TRX glute bridge.
Pause the video if you need to. Get these adjusted properly. There we go. That's more what I'm looking for here. Okay, so we're just doing a glute bridge. So I'm starting with those straps straight under the anchor, pushing those hips up. Amazing way. Target that posterior chain and really getting that in the hamstrings because you have to pull that TRX in and push simultaneously. Anytime you're pulling with the heel, oh yeah, you're gonna get it in the hammies. You should also be feeling this in the core quite a bit. Focus on your breathing. You can always decrease the range of motion. However, I really encourage you, get those hips up. Nice work. Straps can stay as they are. We're flipping over into a atomic push-up.
TRX atomic push-ups.
I didn't mean to sigh like that. These are freaking hard. I'll show you some variations. Okay. I can't say I'm as good as these as I was 10 years ago. Option one, you're just gonna hold the high plank, which I might be doing a lot of in this set. Option two is to work a knee in, okay? So holding the high plank, rolling those knees into the chest, just like this, nice and slow. Gets too hard, hold the plank. If you need a break, put your knees down for a second. So that's options 1 and 2. Option 3, push up, knee in. Push up, knee in, okay? And then, and I'm gonna do my best here for the last 20 seconds. Try to get a cadence going with those. Push up, knee in, push up. Woo! Definitely getting hard. Do your best. Nothing wrong with holding the plank. Nice work. Woo! That circuit's a little harder than the first. Love doing these workouts. Okay, we're getting back into a row. We got that. 2 more times. Hang in there. Do your best. The TRX can certainly be a punisher. Here we go. I'm gonna shorten these up again to the row. Notice how easily adjustable the TRX is. More familiar you get with it.
TRX low row.
Remember, core is engaged, which after those atomic push-ups, it should be firing. Shoulders down and back. It's a reminder for myself too. I'm gonna decrease the resistance here. One of the 6 sins of TRX is stopping. Imagine that, which means you can always decrease the resistance by taking a step back. And I love the idea of not stopping. However, practically, sometimes it's tough. Nice work. We're getting back to our glute bridge next. I need to lengthen these some. Remember, I'm rocking back, heels in the loops. I want them a little longer than that. There we go. Here we go. Hips up. If the glute bridge is way too tough for you, you can also just do a hammy curl. So hips are off the ground a little bit and you're digging the heels in, pulling the TRX in. If you haven't done a lot of hammy exercises, might be a great place to be. Otherwise, you can even do hamstring curl to a glute bridge, a little compound movement. So many variations that are all freaking hard. Ooh. Woo, feeling those in the hammies for sure today, team. Don't let the TRX do this. That's called sawing. Another sin. But hey, we can't all be perfect.
Hang in there.
Glutes, hold it.
You're done in 3,
Oh, nice work. Flopping over.
20 seconds.
Atomic push-ups. Or plank, or knee in.
TRX
We'll show you some other
push-ups.
variations too. Why not? Toes are in the loops. A mat might be nice here if you got sensitive knees. Okay, so high plank.
Atomic push-ups.
Remember, we're either holding the plank, doing the knee in, or the atomic push-up, which is just a push-up and a knee in. Another alternative, if you want to mix it up, is an oblique knee in. So I'm bringing opposite knee, opposite elbow, trying to get in that rotational strength in. Those are hard. I know I'm sinning by stopping. Feeling it today. Push up, knee in. Do your best here.
10 seconds left.
I'm gonna hold the plank for the finale.
You're done in 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Nice work. Brief break, but not on the floor. You're gonna stand up, walk around, breathe. Final round, team. Hang in there.
TRX
got-
low row.
Really 3 minutes of work left. Getting it done. I'm gonna shorten these up. For the row,
TRX low row.
let's show you a high row this time. In case the low row is getting repetitive and you wanna mix it up. A high row, quite simply, coming out wide with the hands. More similar to a power pull. I wouldn't say one is particularly better than the other. Both super effective, targeting the upper back, posterior deltoid, core. Nice work. I'm gonna lengthen those straps out again. Last round of the glute bridge. Variations. I'm learning how to keep them a little longer here. Onto the floor. Okay, heels in the loops.
TRX glute bridge.
Another option here if you're spicy. One leg out, alternating hamstring curls. Make sure you're not sawing the straps. You got to keep equal pressure. A lot of core involved with this one. Definitely a theme with the TRX, which is why we love it. Whew. Couple more.
10 seconds left. Hang in there. You're done in 3,
Oh, nice work. Final set here, atomic push-ups.
20 seconds.
Whoo, good work, team. Last one. Okay,
TRX
laces
atomic
on the
push-ups.
loops. I'm gonna do my best to shut up and get it done here. Here we go.
TRX atomic
Push-ups and
push-ups.
knee-ins.
For 60 seconds. Last exercise.
Hold the plank if you need to. Try to resist putting those knees down. My knee in days might be done for now. I might just be holding the plank here. Ah, what the heck, one more. Hang in there, hold that plank if you need to.
You're done in 3,
Whew.
1.
Good work, team. Nice job. Shake it out. Despite the short duration, hopefully you found that somewhat hard. That's a challenging workout. We're working on a lot of different things there, strengthening the upper back, the core, glutes, hamstrings, all the things that you really need to refine if you're getting ready for a big trek, backpacking trip, or if you're any other style of outdoor athlete. Really, you can't go wrong using the TRX in your workouts. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share this with your trekker buddy that has a TRX or needs to get one, and we'll see you next time here at Outdoor Adventure Training.